Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshur-unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahegana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sahegana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpataribhascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. So, we are continuing our fourth chapter. Last section, we are doing the glories of Divya. So, we did from 435 onwards last week. We only have two verses remaining, 41 and 42. So, let's do a quick revision of these 5 verses. So, 435. Who wants to go? Yes, Prabhu.
Sure, Prabhu. So, having obtained real knowledge from a self-realized soul, you will never fall again into such illusion. For by this knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but part of the Supreme, or in other words, that they are mine. So, if we go verse by verse, Yajagyatva punar mohamevam means ज्ञात्वा means like जानना by which जिसको जानने से like by knowing that thing na punar moham, we don't get into the moha of the things again and again. Punar moha uh, evam yes asi pandava, uh, that is what is being explained to the Pandavas, son of Pandu Maharaj. And then Yena Bhutva Sheshani means this. Bhutani means that Bhutani means that those like living beings, those who are living on this earth, on this Bhutara. Asheshani means all of those, like Ashesh means infinite, and Drakshayasya Drakshyasyat means dekna drishti, like seeing. Drakshyasyatman manyatho mai means Atmani means Atma means supreme, like the soul inside of our body, and like
Here, Atmani refers to Super Soul, Prabhuji.
super soul. Okay.
Yeah, or Krishna, whatever you want to say.
So
Prabhupada
my
write it's
Atmani
Super
means
Soul.
me, the super soul inside
Yes.
the body.
Yeah. So they will see all the Bhutani, Asheshani Bhutani as mind.
My like
They are Krishnas.
yeah, we'll see Gopinath in everyone's heart.
Yeah,
In
we'll see them as Gopinaths.
as
वो
Gopinaths.
गोपीनाथ के हैं. They are not Indian, they are not Australian, they are not black, white, green, whatever. They are all Krishnas. And
Krishnas.
in this terms, because we have not reached to the Bhagwan as yet, so we
Hmm.
are saying they are super souls, or they are all on a spiritual platform.
So,
All the living beings. I was just reading something before the class and saying in the article it was saying we only have human rights, we don't have animal rights in this modern world. Humans, anything you do to humans is a big problem, but you kill any animals, and number of animals every day getting killed, and they cannot speak.
No
So
right.
this is no right. Animals have no rights. So what is this society? You only have rights for a certain type of people, but not for other types of people. So this is so bad. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. So, in summary, we can say there will be two effects of the knowledge. What are the two effects? The first one is na punar moham evam. So, we'll not get into illusion again. And the second one is we'll see every living entity as a spiritual being, not as this is animal, this is aquatic, this is bird, so I can kill all of them. But humans, I can respect up to an extent. And that also my country people are better than your country people. We always have that. We are Aussies. Other country people, they are not so good. We are. So yeah. So we will see every limit. Asheshani word is very important. Huh? Ashesha means kuch bhi bacha hua nahi, not remaining. All of them basically. Sarva. Sarvbhutani as Atmani. They are on the level of Atma, spirit. They are all spiritual being. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Um, 436, we have Lakshmi Mataji. Would you like to do? Mataji, you are on mute.
Even if you are considered to be the most sinful of all sinners, when you are situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, you will be able to cross over the ocean of miseries. So it says in this verse, Api chet asi papebhya, that it means like all sinners,
Yeah.
sarvebhya papa kritamaha, the greatest sinner,
Yeah.
sarvam jnana plave naiva, sarvam, like of such sinful reactions,
Sarvam is all,
um,
Mataji. Sarvam is
all,
all the sinful
yeah,
people. Even you are
yeah,
the best of the sinful person. Papa krittamaha. So the superlative degree. So papebhya
yeah,
is the sinner and pap krittama means topmost sinner.
yeah,
Sarvam, all of them. Jnanam plavaneva. They can swim with this knowledge.
yeah. Mm.
Vrajinam santarishyasi.
It means that like everybody can cross over this
Yeah.
ocean of miseries.
Thank you, Mata. Yeah. So everyone, no matter who you are, this knowledge is so powerful, and that knowledge can help you to cross over this ocean of misery by sitting in which boat? The Captain Cook ship. This is Jnana ship, Bhagavad Gita ship, Bhagavatam ship, Chaitanya Charitamrita ship. If you sit on that ship, if you understand that knowledge, apply that knowledge perfectly, you will be able to cross over. And Jnana just does not help you to cross over, it also helps you to condense the Bhavsagar. Condense means it will become very small. Without knowledge, this sagar looks so big. You go to Bondi Beach or some other beach, Manly Beach. You look at the ocean, huge ocean, endless. You cannot even see where's the next end to it. You cannot even think of swimming or crossing on your own. But if you're sitting on a big ship, then you can cross over. Even big ships gets drowned in the big ocean. But if the big ocean gets condensed to a small hole, then crossing over, even a bacha, even a baby can cross over. Huh? So when you take shelter of this knowledge, it does not just help you to sit in the big ship of Krishna consciousness, also condense the ocean. So there is full guarantee that you will cross over. Srivant Prabhu, is it good to cross over a big ocean or a small puddle? Which one is safer?
Small proof.
Small puddle. So Krishna consciousness helps you to condense the bhav sagar, this material ocean of misery, into a very small puddle. Just say um, calf's hoof print. Calf's hoof print are how big? How big is calf hoof? I don't know, maybe 2 inches or something like that. Crossing over that hole of puddle of water is very, very easy. Thank you, Lakshmi Prabhu. Keshav Prabhu, 37.
Because let me just zoom it. I'm just exploring mine. I'm not able to see.
You're not able to see?
Yeah, no, but my screen is just a little bit screwed.
Okay, maybe we can come back to you, Prabhu.
Yep.
Anand Prabhu, would you like to go? Prabhu, you're on mute.
Sure, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. As a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes, O Arjuna, so does the fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions of material activities. Yathaidamsi samidhognit, which means just like firewood.
So Edhansi refers to firewood.
Firewood.
Yep.
Samidha means blazing and Agni
Yeah.
means fire. So
Yeah.
blazing fire.
So what are we
Bas-
putting the blazing fire? So the big fire is the Holika Dahan in India. Big fire is there. And you put your small wood piece.
The wood refers to these reactions of our sinful activities.
Yes.
So
And
once
what
we
is this
put that
Samidho Agni?
Samidho Agni, which means the fire, the blazing fire
Of knowledge. So this
of-
is the blazing fire of knowledge. So when you put your own reaction to blazing fire of Divya Gyan, knowledge, then what
Yeah.
will happen to this Samidha?
that's Jnana Agni, the fire
It-
of
yeah.
knowledge. So this Samidha just stands into ashes.
So
Bhasmasa,
Edhansi,
to
our
ashes.
firewood or our reactions will burn to ashes in no time.
Yes.
In no time. Because as you put like a small piece of wood into a big burning fire, you just put the wood and it will be gone. The fire is so great. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Bhasmasad
Thank you.
kurte Arjun. Jnanagni sarvakarmani bhasmasad kurte tatha. Yeah. Everyone understands this
Yes,
analogy?
Prabhu.
Very beautiful. Krishna is
Yes.
giving. So this process is extremely powerful. Keshav Prabhu, you're okay now?
Yes, Prabhu.
438 you can do.
In this world, there is nothing so sublime and pure as transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of all mysticism, and one who has become accomplished in the practice of devotional service enjoys this knowledge within himself in due course of time. So if we just just go into nahi jnanena sadrisam pavitra miha vidyate tasvetam yogi sangsiddhim kale nas mani bindati. So in pretty much in this verse, it just says that there is nothing, nothing bigger or nothing greater than the transcendental knowledge that's given here. And with that jnana, it says that with that jnana, we just get pavitram here. We just get purified or get purified or sanctified here in the verse. It says.
So this pavitra actually used for knowledge. Nahi gyanin sadasham pavitram iha vidyate. So as pure as this knowledge, there is nothing which exists. So this gyan is considered very, very pure, purest actually. Then say Tatta Swayam Yoga Samsiddha. If you situate yourself in this knowledge, Samsiddha refers to and make yourself perfect. What will be the result? Kalena. Kalen means in due course of time. Atmani. Apne aap mein, Atma mein, your inner world. Vindati. You will enjoy in your inner world. See, right now, most of us enjoy in the outer things, isn't it? So we want to have some car, some popularity, some bungalow, and some relatives, and blah, blah, blah. We are looking mostly outwards. We hardly enjoy our inner world. If I leave you in a room, if you're not a devotee, how long you can enjoy on your own? You need some gadgets. You need some Facebook, Twitter, or something like that. You want to watch some TV. Huh? You cannot enjoy within your. But a Krishna conscious person is perfectly situated with Krishna. He does not enjoy in the outside world. He enjoys in the inner world. So kalena atmani vindati. Atmani in himself you enjoy. So enjoys this knowledge within himself in due course of time. Anyone who enjoys this knowledge within himself as of now? Maybe some of you for some time. How long you can read Bhagavad Gita? You read Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam and you forget the time. That means you're enjoying, isn't it? No roommates or flatmates have to call you, Prabhu, come, prasadam time. You'll go in the kitchen, Arey, prasad nahi cook hua. But there are certain devotees, they open the book and they forget the time. Rupa Goswami sometime will forget to sleep. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj will forget to eat. Anyone here like that? Forget to eat? We have to plan so well when Ekadashi comes, Nirjala Ekadashi comes. Huh? We don't forget. People have to remind us, Prabhu, aaj Ekadashi hai. So, Kalena Atmani Vindati means you enjoy so much. Rupa Goswami says, Krishna, when I chant these two syllables, I get so much joy that my one tongue is not enough. Krishna gave me millions of tongues so I can chant Hare Krishna. Anyone here like that? Enjoys the chanting? Most of us at this stage, most of us, I don't know everyone, are in a duty stage. Just 16 rounds ho gaya. Sadhana card, fill up the sadhana card, 16 rounds done. Maybe some of you enjoys more than that. But Rupa Goswami says, I enjoy so much that Krishna gave me millions of tongues. This 2 years are not enough when I hear the word Krishna. Give me millions of years so I can relish this word Krishna. He said just two syllables. He does not talking about the whole Mahamantra. Just talking two syllables. This is the Rupa Goswami's relishment. This is called Atmani Vindati. Atmani Vindati. You forget to sleep, you forget to eat, you don't stop at 16. My Guru Maharaj said, actual devotion starts from 17. Till 16, you are ticking the box. When you are from 17, then you are chanting out of love. He said, that's why you must chant at least sometimes, some extra rounds. Because love starts from 17. Till 16 is duty. You have promised your spiritual master. And you're doing 16, which is very, very nice. But 17, this is love. 17, 18, 19, 20. Why to stop at 20, 25, 32, 64? At least some days we should dedicate for extra chanting and chant as many rounds as possible. Because extra chanting, one of the ways to get taste in chanting, one of the ways is to chant extra. One of the ways, not always just doing 16, 16, 16. Some days, especially on the festival days, you must chant double the rounds, at least double the rounds. I know some spiritual masters, they make vow to their disciples that on Ekadashi end festival, minimum 25 rounds. That's very nice. But even without vow, we should chant. Janmashtami, Ram Navami is coming. Make a vow, at least double the rounds I will do. So extra chanting, again, as I said, this is one way to get taste in chanting. This is also Atmani Vindati. So we should not be just following Krishna consciousness in a dutiful way. It should be a joyful way. And that comes after purification. So Atmani Vindati, very, very nice word. 39. Sushant Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Guru. So
Hare
I'll try.
Krishna.
A faithful man who is dedicated to transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses is eligible to achieve such knowledge, and having achieved it, he quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. So Shraddhaval means a faithful man, and Shraddhaval lavate jnanam, a faithful man achieves the knowledge, and for to achieve this knowledge, he has to control his senses, samyata. So he has to control his indriya senses, and not only control his senses, but he has to dedicate to the transcendental knowledge. And one who dedicates himself to the transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses, he quickly attains the supreme peace. So he quickly achieves, Lavda having achieved the transcendental peace quickly.
Thank you. What is, Prabhu, you have explained very nicely. What's the Sanskrit word for dedicated to? Can you look in the verse? You have said it correctly, Prabhuji.
Dedicated
Paraha.
to Paraha, yes.
Tat paraha. So tat refers to that. Para means devoted. So he's devoted to. So he should have, to get jnana, what he should have faith. So in the beginning, as we explained, all the 9 stages of devotion actually is a journey of faith. When we say Adav Shraddha Tatha Sadhu Sangha, so Adav Shraddha refers to initial faith, just a little faith you have. You just go to the temple. Just these people are coming. What's happening inside? Some inquisitiveness is there. Some faith is there that this is a nice process. And when you're talking about Krishna Prema, that is also faith. But that faith is a 100% faith. So it's the whole journey is about faith. So to get the jnana, labhate jnana, what you should have some faith, and then tat paraha, you should be devoted to. What does devoted to mean? Whatever it needs, you will do it. Suppose Prabhupada said, 4 regulative principles. You say, no problem. 16 rounds, no problem. Ekadashi Vrat, no problem. Book distribution, no problem. Living in ashram, no problem. Anything. Amrit Prabhu say just yes, 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 yes. No problem, Prabhuji. I want to achieve Krishna. When Dhruv Maharaj met Narad Muni said, you are a bacha. You are a little boy. Just go home and play. What is this? Buddy Choti Ma said, some other words. You should not feel bad. Just go home and enjoy. I'll talk to your father. He's my disciple only. So Narad Muni could have told Uttanpad that, look after your Dhruva nicely. And Uttanpad will follow. But Dhruva said, Narad Muni, your words are very good, but for a Brahmana. But I'm so sorry. I have a blood of a Kshatriya. I cannot tolerate the words of insult. Tell me a way which I can follow. Narad Muni said, Kya baat hai? Chota bacha, 5-year-old. Anyone a parent of a 5-year-old kid? Do you see this sort of tevar in that boy or girl? Anyone here? 5 years, there's not much, very chota bacha. He says, Narad Muni, he said, I beg to differ from you, but your instructions are very good for a Brahmana, not for a Kshatriya. I have a Kshatriya blood. Narad Muni is saying, wow, kya baat hai? Kshatriya blood. He felt insult so much. He's a prince. He left the palace, all the sukha, his mother, father, everything behind. And now he wants to achieve that person who can punish my choti ma and get me a pada, get me a position which is higher than my great grandfather. Look at the aspiration. He didn't want what you call some video games or something. Narad Muni, can you give me a video game? My father didn't give me on my birthday. He said, I want a pada. And he exactly knows what he's talking about. He's not like to be fooled. So Narad Muni says, that's the determination I was looking for. So this is called tatparaha. Anukulyasya sankalpa, pratikulyasya varjanam. So whatever is needed to be, whatever your goal is, you're ready to do that. Ready to do that. All of us are ready to do that. Everything which is needed to be Krishna conscious. Koi haath nahi utha raha hai. It's very difficult. Very, very difficult. I'm also speaking. I'm also struggling. Struggling sadhaka. But if we have that tatpara, that devotion for our goal, I will do anything to achieve Krishna, then you'll achieve labdhava jnanam. Thank you, Shashank Prabhu. And the third thing which he was talking, Prabhuji, was Sanyat Indriya. So Indriya refers to senses, Sanyat refers to control. Control the senses. Control the senses does not mean suppress the senses all the time. Sometimes senses has to be curtailed. Sometimes they have to be dovetailed. Dovetailed means putting them in a proper use. Curtailed means not use them at all. So sometimes you have to speak about Krishna very nicely. Listen about Krishna. And sometimes you have to be a mona. Sometimes mona is the best policy. So you be mona, that's fine. So whatever needed to be done, you put your, that's called control. Control does not mean suppress. Suppress is not a sustainable thing. Jnanam labdhva, you will achieve jnana, and through that jnana, what you will achieve? Param Shantim. What does Param Shantim mean? Who can say? Shanti we all understand. When we get money, at least we think like that, we'll get Shanti. When we get power, we get position, we get Shanti. But what does, which is not true at all actually, you get more anxiety. When you get money, you get position, you get more anxiety. But what does Param Shanti mean? Who can say?
Transcendental peace.
Transcendental peace. Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. So we're not talking about this worldly peace. I'll go on a holiday resort, 5-star hotel or 7-star hotel, whatever it is, Burj Khalifa. I'll have iPhone 17B or something. I'll have Shanti. We're not talking about the transcendental peace. Now, Sridhar Srinivas Prabhu, can you expand on that? What does transcendental peace mean?
we are not looking for any material attraction. We just give our heart and soul to the Krishna.
Yes.
We are getting enjoyment by serving the Lord.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. So service gives us that enjoyment, that peace, that assurance that our Lord is with us. So when Krishna is with us, when there is hurry, why worry? Isn't it? When there is no hurry, there's only worry. जब ठाकुर जी हैं तो ठोकरे नहीं है, जब ठोकरे हैं ठाकुर जी नहीं है. So you want ठाकुर जी or ठोकरें? Who wants ठोकरें? We all want ठोकरें. So if you don't want ठोकर, if you don't want the insults of this world, parabhav, there's a word used by Prabhupada in 11th canto. Parabhav means insults. We're all being insulted in this material world. How? Because soul to achieve this body and suffer like this, like a beggar, it's a parabhav of the soul. It's a defeat of the soul. It's the insult of the soul. If you want to get uninsulted, not get insulted by this material energy, you must take full shelter of Krishna. Akama sarvo kama va moksha kama udardi tivrena bhakti yogena yajet purusham param. If you worship Param Purush, Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, you will achieve that Param Shantim. So it's not what's happening outside. Outside may be bombing, but you are still in full peace. Prabhupada was making some bhoga offering for his deities in Calcutta, and someone told Prabhupada, bombs are coming, the sirens are horning. So bomb is going to come. Prabhupada said, I'm going to offer to Krishna, I'm making bhoga. While offering, if Krishna comes in the form of bomb, I'll accept it. Prabhupada kept frying the kachoris. And he said, let the bomb come. So I'm not recommending this for all of you. If the bomb comes, if you have to hide, escape, run, whatever you need to do, do that. But Prabhupada is so transcendental. He said, I will see Krishna in the form of bomb. Bomb is coming. Mrityu sarva haras chaham. Krishna actually says, I am Mrityu. Sarva haras. I will take everything away. So Prabhupada could see Krishna in the form of bomb. We cannot see that. But transcendental person. This is called Param Shantim. Bomb is coming on the head and he's busy worshipping Krishna. He's making his bhoga. He's saying, I'm making kachoris for my deities, for my Radha Govind. Let the bomb come. I will finish my offering. Yeah, one time in South Africa, I heard a story that some dacoits attacked the temple. It was Rajbhog Aarti time. So Pujari was worshipping the deities, Radha and Krishna deities. He was doing Rajbhog Aarti. And these dacoits came. They put knife on the neck of this Pujari. And Pujari said, can you hang on for a minute? Let me finish my worship. And these black people were fully surprised. They're putting knife on his neck and he's saying, hang on a minute. Somehow they thought, he's doing something, let him perform it. While he was doing for next 2-3 minutes or whatever, they were watching and somehow they looked at, there's a black deity of Krishna and there's a white deity of Srimati Radharani. They said, by the way, whom you are worshipping? And Pujari said, he's our God. So who is this lady? They were very interested in the lady, beautiful Srimati Radharani. Who is this lady? So he couldn't explain, it's a consort of, he's the wife of my God. They say, oh, black God with white wife. Very good. They are good people. We are not attacking them. So they left the temple because they are black. They are always harassed by white. He said, black God with white wife. Very good. Their God is good God. So they left the temple without harming the pujari just because he was determined to do the worship. So again, we should not copy these things in our life. We may not be ready for those higher things. But the point is there are devotees. So this is called Param Shantim. The knife is on your neck. They will slit your throat in next 2 seconds. But you are Param Shantim. I'm doing my duty. I'm doing my seva to my lordships. No matter what happens. I don't care. Haridas Thakur getting beaten at 22 market paces. He does not stop chanting Hare Krishna. And this Jallad became worried. If you don't get killed, we will get killed by our boss. Better you get killed. So by having compassion for those Jallad, Thakur Haridas sort of lied down as unconscious as being dead, and they became very happy. And they did not even burn him or bury him. They threw him into the Ganga, thinking it's a big insult for Haridas Thakur. Hindus throw their body to the Ganges. He's a Muslim. As per them, Muslims are higher. He's a Muslim, so what we'll do, we'll insult his body. We insult his processes, practices, and now we'll insult the body. They threw the body into the Ganges. And Haridas Thakur, after some time, he just swam across the Ganges and then came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was perfectly all right. Anyway, I was trying to explain the word Param Shantim. So this is not one of the Shanti which will get by some material gains, as Srinivas Prabhu was explaining. This is transcendental peace, which a devotee gets by serving the Lord. He doesn't want anything else in the world, just the service of the Lord. Okay, 40. Who wants to do 40? Supriya Mataji? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. But ignorant and faithless person who doubt the revealed scriptures do not attain God consciousness. They fall down. For the doubting soul, there is happiness neither in this world nor in the next. So there are three types of persons: one who do not believe in God,
What's the
and
Sanskrit word,
who do
Mataji?
not. Sanskrit word is agya,
Thank you, Mataji.
murk.
Okay.
And
Agya. Agya. So there are two words there. A plus gya. Gya means knowledge, A means no. He has no knowledge. Thank you, Mata.
ashraddha dhan, who do not believe in shastras.
Yeah, he doesn't have faith. Yes, Mata.
And sanshya atma means who are doubtful.
Yes. So what's
So
the difference between Ashraddhana and Sanshayatma?
sanshya atma, who believe in shastras but and God, but they are doubtful whether it will happen or not.
Yes.
God is true or not.
Yes. Thank you.
Something will happen if we pray to God, or nothing will happen.
Yes.
So this
So
type of doubt.
he's mechanically doing the practices, but he doesn't have full faith that these practices will lead him to perfection. Thank you, Mataji. Vinashyati.
Vinashyati means nash.
Yes,
Means
Nash,
down.
destruction. Yes, thank you, Mataji. Yeah. So where? Now read the third line. Na ayam loko. Three words. Na ayam loka.
Na means nahi. Ayam means this. Loka means this world.
Thank you, Mataji. Asti na paro. Asti means hai. Huh?
Hai.
Na
Na
paro. Paro
nahi.
refers to what?
Next line.
Next slide. Thank you, Mataji. Huh? In the next world, wherever this soul will take birth, neither in this loka nor in the next. What he will not get? Na. What he will not get?
Sukham.
Na sukham. Why do you need sukha?
Sorry.
Why do we need sukha? He's saying na sukham. Because we are looking for sukha, isn't it? Anyone looking for dukha here? Anyone?
No.
Come and talk to me after the class. We can share some. Uh, so we're all looking for sukha. So he's saying you are constitutionally, objectively looking for sukha. That sukha you will not get. Where you will not get? Neither in this life nor in next. Why? Because you are in one of these three categories. Okay. Which is the worst category out of three? One is the ignorant, one has no faith, and one is doubtful.
Sanshayatma.
Sanshayatma. Why?
Because they practice mechanically. They do not believe.
Yes. So although they are practicing, and I gave the example which Srila Prabhupada gave, writing on a blackboard where different writings already been done, is it easy to write the new things, or writing on a clean slate is easier to write?
Clean slate is
clean slate, because
easier.
there's already pre-written contents here and then very hard to remove. And the example is again Srila Prabhupada's life. When he was trying to preach in India initially, he was not successful at all. Roughly, he was not successful at all. But when he went, or although Indians knew about it, Indians have knowledge. What you speak of Hindus, even Muslims, Christians, they all know about all the gods. Huh? They have a lot of knowledge actually. They have heard Ramayana, Mahabharata, no matter which so-called religion you belong to. So they have a lot of knowledge, but they did not have this um, faith in Prabhupada or faith in the Shastra that if I give one son to Prabhupada, he will do the best for my family. Prabhupada said, you have 7 sons, just give me one son. And they said, no, no, he's looking for a job. He want to go to America. He want to go to London. He want to become a barrister. Prabhupada said, give me one son. No, no, I cannot give you one son. Huh? He has to make his career. So they did not properly understand the culture. But he went to America, whom he was preaching to hippies, who had never practically heard the word Krishna or Ram. They never knew about it. But they had faith in Prabhupada's word, in the process. And then they followed, they become so big Vaishnavas. Right? So that's the difference. Sanchayatma, Virashati. Sanchayatma is the worst one, having doubt. So if we start from the scratch, sometimes the things can be better. Otherwise, you stay in a mode of goodness. You're vegetarian, you go to temple sometime, you offer your prayers to Ganesha, Surya, and Krishna as well. You follow Navratri Vrata, everything you do, and you are saying, I don't need to read further. I don't need to come to the classes. I don't need further purification. I'm already so good. Then actually is a stopping point. Rather than a person who may be breaking all the regulative principles, but he has faith. This movement is very nice. Let me follow the teachings correctly. He can become Vaishnava faster. It's possible. Prabhupada has shown that. Okay, let's go to the next 41.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
What
Mataji.
is the difference between fully devoted and fully dedicated?
Fully devoted. Devoted, dedicated is same thing, Mata.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. One who has dedicated his life, one who has devoted his life. Yeah, they can be considered as synonyms, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. 441. Amrit Prabhu, you want to read that?
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Therefore,
No, you want
one
to
who
read the
has
verse, Prabhuji. This is today's verse.
okay. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yoga sanyasta karmanam jnana sanchinna samsayam atmavantam na karmani nibhadhananti dhananjaya. Translation. Therefore, one who has renounced the fruits of his action, whose doubts are destroyed by transcendental knowledge, and who is situated firmly in the self, is not bound by works or conqueror of riches.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So now in this verse, let's go to 440 and let's see the connection first. So which is the verse category here, Amrit Prabhu? The word in Sanskrit?
Samshaya.
Sanchayatma. Sanchay, doubts, one who has doubts. Look at the next verse, what Krishna is writing. Yoga sannyasta karmanam. So yoga, Prabhupada writes, by devotional service in karma yoga. Sannyas, who has renounced. Karmanam refers to the fruits of actions. One who has renounced, sannyas means renouncing. Karmanam refers to the fruit of action. One who has renounced the fruit of action and he is situated in yoga. Here, yoga refers to, as per Prabhupada, devotional service. Huh? So this person has renounced his fruitive activities and is situated in devotional service. What will happen to this person? Jnana sanchinna sanchayam. So sanchayatma vinashyati. Remember the last word here? Sanchayatma vinashyati. Sanchayatma will get destroyed completely. Now Krishna is very worried about this sanchayatma. He loves the children who are very weak. So here he's saying, you're the weakest. The next word he says, I'll tell you the solution. I'll tell you the solution. This jnana, this chinna refers to chinna bhinna. Destroy your sanshaya. So if you adopt this jnana nicely again with a jnani, with a nice bhakta, under his guidance, if you study, if you apply this jnana, what will happen? Your sanshaya will be chinna, will get destroyed. And what will happen? Atmantam na karmani. So atmantam refers to situated. You will be situated in the self. Na karmani. Karmani here refers to reactions. So when you do karma, what comes back? Karma, isn't it? When you do karma, like any actions you do generally, you get a reaction of it. Good or bad, we're not talking about that. But if you are situated in yoga, again yoga refers to devotional service, then na karmani, you will not get any reaction. You understand this point here? So you have given up your fruitive actions. So it's not given up the action. Fruitive action refers to what? Actions which brings reaction. So if you situate yourself in devotional service, means you have given up fruitive actions. This jnana will remove your doubts. This is the most important line here, because sanshayatma vinashyati, how it will come out? Jnana sanchina sanshayam, and you will be situated in the self, or you will be situated on the spiritual platform. And the last line, just to assure, although it's already assured in the 3 lines, is still Krishna reassuring, re-saying the same thing. Nibadhanti dhananjaya. Badhanati refers to bandhan, entanglement. Nibadhanti refers to no entanglement. Na karmani nibadhanti. You will not be bound with the reactions of your karma. Dhananjaya, hey Arjun. So, hey Arjun, basically the point, I'll just repeat in one line. Hey Dhananjay, hey Arjun, if you situate yourself in yoga, in devotional service, you will give up sannyas, giving up, renouncing karmanam, fruitive actions, jnana sanchin sanshayam, that will cut off, that will destroy all your sanshaya. So if you have to save this sanshayatma vinashyati 440, what you should do? Achieve jnana nicely and be situated in yoga, means devotional service. So one who acts in devotional service, renouncing the fruits of his actions, which is sannyasa karmanam, whose doubts have been destroyed by transcendental knowledge, jnana sanchina sanshayam, is situated factually in the self, means on a spiritual platform. He is always on the spiritual platform. Atmantam. Na karmani. He is not bound. Nibdhanti dhananjaya. He is not bound by the reactions of work. O conqueror of the riches. Okay, let's do the last verse of this chapter, 442. Srinivas Prabhuji.
तस्मद् अज्ञान संभूतम् हुतस्तं ज्ञान सन्निधानः चित्तावयानं संशयं योगम् अतिशोत्तिष्ठा भारता. Translation. Therefore, the doubts which have arisen in your heart out of ignorance should be slashed by the weapon of knowledge, armed with yoga. O Bharata, stand and fight.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Tasmad, therefore, ajnana sambhutam. Ajnana means that ignorance. Sambhutam, those who are Sambhutam means he is a born.
I'll be that, Prabhuji. We are not revising, Prabhuji. It's a fresh verse.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. So tasmad, what does tasmad mean? Therefore. So therefore refers to when an instruction is coming by Krishna. You'll see this word in Bhagavad Gita as well as in Bhagavatam. Tasmad, therefore. So Krishna explains the concept and then finally concludes it. So this is the concluding verse of this chapter. So Krishna is concluding his thoughts in this chapter. So he's saying, Tasmad, therefore. What is the instruction coming up? Ajnana sambhutam. So sambhutam word we'll read in Ishopnishad has multiple meanings. Just take the simple meaning here. Prabhupada is writing born. So sambhut refers to born. Ajnana. So born out of ajnan or ignorance. What is born out of ajnan or ignorance? Hrid is thumb, which is situated in our hridaya. So in our hridaya, in our heart, what is being born here? Just the ajnan. So much ignorance is there. So how to cut that ajnan, how to destroy that ignorance? Jnana asina. So asina refers to weapon or sword. So jnana refers to knowledge. So sword of knowledge. So you have to kill your enemy. You need a weapon. Sometimes you need a gun, sometimes you need a sword, sometimes you need some other instrument. So here Krishna is saying you have to get the weapon of what? Just 1 second. Here you have to get the weapon of knowledge. So use that weapon of knowledge to kill your enemy. What is your enemy here? Your ignorance is your enemy. So your ignorance cannot be killed by any external weapon. You have to be killing your enemy with Gyan Asina. Gyan Asina refers to sword of knowledge or a weapon of knowledge. Now in this particular chapter, just on this point here, Jnana has been compared with 3 analogies. One, Jnana is compared with Agni, Yathe Samvidogni. I think it was 437 if I'm not wrong. Jnana is considered as now, Sarvam Jnana Plevenev. You remember that? 436 as considered both. And Jnana is also considered as a sword or a weapon. So three analogies of Jnana is given. So wherever used, Jnana will destroy the ignorance. Whether it's a boat, you can sit on the boat of that knowledge and cross over. Sarvam Jnana Plevenev. Vrajinam Santarishyasi. You can cross over. You can use Jnana as a sword to cut your ignorance. All the darkness in your heart, which is born of ignorance, will be destroyed by the knowledge of the sword. Or previous reactions you can burn in this Gyan, because Gyan is acting as a Samidhogni. Samidhogni is blazing fire, a big fire, not a small fire, not a little matches ka fire. You want to lit a agarbatti, you lit up with a match. Little fire is there, which is enough to lit up agarbatti. But if you have to make a big khichdi for 50 people, Yuvti Radha Mataji, you need a big fire, isn't it? You have to cook for 50 Vaishnavas. You cannot, can you cook with one matchstick? So Abhishek Prabhu comes and give you one matchbox. Khichdi paka do. 50 devotees are coming. Mataji will look at the Prabhuji. What are you saying, Prabhu? I need big fire. I need big pot. So our reactions will not be burnt into little yajna. Some Shanti yajna, some Somvar yajna, some Friday yajna, some this fasting, that fasting. They are good. We are not denying that. But we have to burn our reactions of millions of births, so much sins we have performed, even in this birth, what to speak of the previous birth. Then we need a big knowledge, big Agni. So Jnana acts as three analogies. What are the three analogies, Amrit Prabhu? Quickly, for Jnana, given in this chapter 4.
Agni,
Agni,
Plavena, which means boat,
yes,
and Asina, which means
and
sword.
Asina. क्या बात है, संस्कृत बोलते हैं. Very good. This is how we should learn. Write these things. If you have to write, it's very nice. So Asina is a weapon or a sword, or Agni or a Pleveneb means both. So Jnana acts in every single way, and this is why it's called transcendental knowledge. Param Shantim. This is not talking about this worldly knowledge, or you know how to operate your computer. Prabhu, I don't know. I'm not a computer literate. You don't have to be computer literate. You have to be just Krishna literate. What Krishna likes, you do, and then Krishna will be pleased. So easy in that sense. Okay, so Hidasam Jnana Asanatmana Chitvainam Sanshayam Yogam. Amrit, what's the relation between 442 and 440? Look on the screen. So this is 442, Chitvainam Sanshayam. Sanshayatma Vinashyati. So 441, 442, both are talking about whom? Sanshayatma.
Samshayatma.
Sanshayatma. Chitvainam Sanshayam. 441. If I just go back quickly again. Gyan is Sanchin Sanshayam. So 440, the problem statement given, Sanshayatma Vinashyati, and Vishnu Chakri Thakur says, you are the worst one. But Krishna is so kind. You are the worst one. I'll give you next two verses to come up with the solution for you. So 441, 442. And what's the basic theme here? Get this knowledge, get this transcendental knowledge. What does this transcendental knowledge mean? Who can say? Ayush Prabhu is there? He will speak all the points. Maybe Prabhu is not there. Anyone else? What does this knowledge mean? If I have to summarize, we're just talking chapter 4 here. We're not going outside it. Who can summarize this? Anyone? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu? Prabhu, you're on mute.
So summary of chapter 4?
No. What is this transcendental knowledge which acts like a Agni, which acts like a boat, which acts like a talwar, a sword? What is this if I have to summarize? If you have to summarize to the next person.
Is it performing offenseless devotional service unto Krishna?
Okay, we have not reached to Krishna as yet. Sorry, like as I said, my criteria is answering should be from chapter 4 only. So Krishna has not revealed himself as Bhagwan and all those things. We have not reached to that section as yet. Just in this chapter, if I have to ask you a question, what does this transcendental knowledge mean? Can you explain in one or two lines?
Knowledge received from spiritual master.
What is that knowledge? This okay? Yes, right. You're right. What he will reveal to me? What will kill all my reactions?
you were
What will
screaming.
help me cross
Faith.
over?
Faith can be faith.
Sorry, say again.
Devotional service.
That's
Faith.
fighting.
We have not reached to devotional service, Anand Prabhu, as yet.
Prabhuji, in the chapter 3, we
You going up?
Karma
All
of doing
living
it is
entities of Krishna's.
Okay, so maybe go one by one. Okay, so Priya Mata, please say again.
All living entities are Krishna's, and I
All
am
li-
also Krishna.
Okay,
Krishna's
yep,
devotee.
very good.
Yeah.
That's one piece of knowledge. Just more. I need more.
Krishna's birth and reason why he comes to this material
Okay,
world.
okay, I need more. More day-to-day life. To
So,
day-to-day life examples. Yes, say Acharya Mishra Prabhu or Mata.
so Prabhuji, in chapter 3, we talked about that, the lust and the envy is the main then we want to kill. And by having this transcendental knowledge,
Yes.
will lead us to that. And that's what this, the knowledge, that the weapon that helps us to kill that as well.
Okay, I need more. Sorry, you're all giving right answers, but I need the bottom line of it. Achha, Sridhar Srinivas Prabhu, you had your
To
hand.
get the Paramashantam Prabhu.
Param Shant, that's a goal. I need the bottommost on
Krishna
which the
Prema.
whole building is standing. Sorry, Prabhu?
Working on
Krishna Prema.
transcendental plane.
No. Prema is not discussed as yet. Fourth chapter doesn't discuss about Prema.
Prabhu, sense control.
Who is doing sense control? Who's getting Param Shanti? Tell me that.
Atma.
Atma Gyan.
Atman.
Such thing is, we are Atma, we are spiritual beings. That's the first Gyan. Everything as lust happens to the conditioned soul, right? Param Shanti is received by the conditioned soul. So first thing is Atma Gyan. Now, second step, how this Atma Gyani will work. That's the second thing. That's our day-to-day practices, right? Work with detachment, right? So Atmagyan, first thing is Atmagyan, we are spirit souls. We are not, so we are not gone to bhakti as yet, offenses as yet. So we're just talking from this perspective. So transcendental knowledge here means first thing is Atmagyan. We are not the body, we are the soul. And the soul should act in this material world or be inactive. Who can say that? Be active or inactive?
Active.
Active. We have to be active because by nature every soul is active. So you have inactivity is not solution. We have read that, right? Different yagyas are talking about activity. So it has to act. How do you act?
with detachment.
With detachment. Because attachment brings the bondage. If you want to cut off your bondage, what is the key word here? Be detached. Be detached. So far what we have read, I'm just building my answer on this. Now that question can have multiple answers, but so far what we are. So Atmagyan and work in detached spirit. And then you look at others, as Supriya Mataji is saying, they are also spiritual beings. Not only I am spiritual, everyone else is also on the spiritual platform. And no matter what I have done in the past, it doesn't matter. If today I inculcate this knowledge, and I think someone said about 434, you go to a Jnani. Now here the word Jnani is used, so I'm also using the word Jnani. And then Jnani will give me knowledge of 4.9, Jan Karm Chame Divyam. Then you do Pariprashana Sevya and all that. So bottom line is Atmagyan. Then Atmagyan and then practice after that is activity. We have to be active, but how do we act in this material world? Be detached and live and look at everyone as also a spiritual being, as Krishnas, as Bhagwans, Atmani. And then everything from the past will be burnt out, and then we can start. Yes, Amrit Prabhuji.
Prabhu, but in this chapter, Krishna starts with saying about himself in the
Yes,
transcendental knowledge.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
but Atma Gyan he gave in chapter 2.
Yeah, that's correct. So
So we
Atmagyan
are
is given.
working from,
We are
yeah.
working from that foundation, Prabhuji. We're working from
Okay.
the foundation. If the foundation is not there, then you can't make the building, Prabhu. So foundation so
Yeah.
far in Bhagavad Gita given is Atmagyan has been given and is telling in this chapter how do you burn your previous reactions and how do you be on a spiritual platform. Is that okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Let me finish the verse before Supriya Mataji, I'll come to you in a second. So Chitvainam, so we understand that. So again, this is very similarity between 441 and 442. Chitvainam Shanshayam Yogam Atisthotis Bharata. Now the last line is very important. Atistha, Uttishta. So there are two words are there. You can read the synonym. Atishta and Uttishta. Atishta refers to be situated. So be situated in knowledge. And Uttishta is stand up to fight. Hey Bharat, hey Pandu, Putra, hey Arjun. Now after getting this knowledge, after Chitvanam, Chitvanam refers to our destruction of your doubts. What you should do? Atishto Tishta Bharata. You get up and fight. So far, if you visualize the chariot of Arjuna, what Arjuna is doing right now? Anyone can visualize from the first chapter?
Sitting.
He is sitting and crying. Huh? So far, he's been sitting. His gandivam sanste hasta tok chaiva pardayate. The gandiv is slipping from my hand. Tok chaiva. Tok means twacha. Dahyate is burning. My twacha is burning. So this is the situation of Arjuna. Ashapurna kulekshanam. He's tearing. He's not just sobbing. He's tearing. The so many tears are coming in his eyes. So Krishna is saying to Arjuna, Atishto tishta bharata uttishta means get up and fight. Now, in chapter 4, so far, Krishna has not given any direct reference for fighting except for this verse. Whole chapter, actually, Krishna has been explaining about yoga, working in a detached mode, burning up your previous reaction, looking at everyone as a spiritual platform, and finally is saying through this knowledge, he glorified the knowledge. He's saying, Nahi Gyane Sadrisham Pavitram Vidyate. This knowledge is very, very pure. And this knowledge is very, very potent. With that, what you do? Chitvainam Sanshayam Yogam. So you Chitvainam, destroy your Sanshaya and doubts. Yogam, you be situated in yoga, be situated in devotional work. And what you do? Uttishta Bharata. Get up and fight. Is it clear? Verse 42. So this is sort of summary of the whole chapter. Supriya Mataji.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna Mataji.
Shloka 41, first
Yes.
line is one who acts in devotional service,
Yeah.
renouncing the fruits of his action. So my question is, if someone says bad words to us, we feel bad. But if we are in devotional service, like we are chanting or cooking in kitchen, but we are also thinking about it, he said something bad to us and we feel bad, so it create a karma. How can it destroy?
Sorry, can you repeat again? So while you're doing devotional service, you may in your mind think some bad things.
Like someone says bad words to us,
Yes.
so we think about it
Yeah.
and feel bad, so this
Yes.
is also a karma. How
Not
will
really.
it destroy?
Yeah. So, Mataji, in Kali Yuga, it says, just in Kali Yuga, it is an exception. Unless you perform an action, you don't get a reaction. Like when you feel bad in your mind, in your heart,
Yeah.
you may think something bad about that person or bad about yourself, whatever. You'll not get a reaction. Unless you perform, you go and start shouting at that person or harming that person. Huh? That's the action you have done. So unless you perform an action, you don't get a reaction. That's the first thing. Huh? Now, for devotees, it should not be the case. We should be very peaceful and all that. But yeah, in the neophyte stage, we all feel bad if someone says bad to us. But that is the solution. Devotional service is the solution. When you perform devotional service to Krishna, all these bad thoughts go away. And the more sincerely you involve yourself in devotional service, the faster these bad thoughts go away. My Guru Maharaj used to say, don't worry about the negative, what bad things you have done, what bad habits you have. Just engage yourself in devotional service because that will give you strength to overcome your bad thoughts, bad words, and bad actions. Without that, you'll be struggling on your own. You cannot get rid of it. Someone said, very hurting thing, for example, and you're not engaged in Krishna consciousness. What you'll be thinking day and night? How did he say that? How did he say that? How did he say that? How dare he? He's so bad. I helped him throughout my life and this and that and that and that and that. Huh? It goes on and on like a stuck gramophone. Same song gets repeated again and again and again and again. But when you perform devotion service, then actually you become compassionate on that person. That soul is conditioned. He doesn't know what is he doing. Huh? He has done something which is not very sweet. I don't mind, but he will get some reactions. I'll give you one example, Mataji. When Jesus Christ was crucified, sad moment, but if you read that pastime, the people who were nailing Jesus Christ on the cross. Huh? You remember that last time? Jesus was praying for them. My dear God, please forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. When Socrates was given the poison, he prayed the same things. They don't know what they are doing. And all his fault was Jesus or Socrates, both cases, they were preaching the message of God. That's all. They had not performed any criminal activities. I remember one Prabhupada disciple, he was distributing books in Melbourne. He was put in jail. And what his offense was? He was distributing Prabhupada books. And the policemen didn't like it. We're talking about 40 years ago now. But yeah, so many times you will be doing the right thing, even Krishna conscious things. You will be crucified, you will be put in jail, you will be mistreated, insulted. This will happen. So a devotee transcends this platform just on the basis of the strength of his devotion service. Does it make sense? Yeah. And that's why the stronger devotee we are, the less influence of the Kali Yuga we'll have, because our
Thank you.
umbrella is very, very strong. Otherwise, we have weak umbrella. Okay, thank you. So let's go to next chapter, which is chapter 5. Let's do some introduction of the chapter and we'll get inside. Now, before I get to chapter 5, what's the name of chapter 3? And you can look in the book. It's okay. I'm not expecting you to know in your head.
Karma Yoga.
Karma Yoga. Thank you, Sanjay Vyasprabhu. That was a difficult question. Now, can you please tell me the Sanskrit name of 4th chapter? Because you are very scholarly one.
Gyan Karma Sannyas Yoga.
Gyan Karma Sannyas Yoga. Thank you, Sanjay Vyasprabhu. Now can I ask you chapter 5 name in Sanskrit? In English is written. बस ज्ञान हटा दीजिए. That's okay. बस ज्ञान हटा दीजिए चौथे से.
Karma Sannyas Yoga.
Karma Sannyas Yoga. So okay, if you want to write, you can write. So first one is Karma Yoga. Prabhupada also wrote as Karma Yoga. So very easy to remember. And the 4th chapter, which Prabhupada called in English as transcendental knowledge, in Sanskrit our acharyas have named it Gyan Karma Sannyas Yoga. And 5th chapter is known as, in Sanskrit I'm talking here, Karma Sannyas Yoga, which Prabhupada translated as Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness. Now, you have to understand chapter 3 name and chapter 5 name. Actually, it's same, isn't it? Karma Yoga, Karma Yoga. The only addition in this chapter, entitlement, is action in Krishna consciousness. So basically, you can see just from the name itself, chapter 3 and 5 theme are exactly same. So both chapters' themes are same, Karma Yoga. But when Krishna repeats the concept anywhere in Bhagavad Gita, what he does, he is going to dive deeper. So chapter 5, Krishna is going to dive deeper into the concept of Karma Yoga. And he will give you practical tips how to apply the Karma Yoga in our day-to-day life. Does it make sense? Chapter 3 and 5? Huh? Similarly, chapter 7 and 9 also the themes are similar. In chapter 7, whatever Krishna will explain, in chapter 9, similar theme, he will dive deep and just expand on those themes again. Huh? So we'll read knowledge of the absolute and opulence of the absolute. We'll read when we get there. Anyway, coming back to 3 and 5. Now, in Sanskrit, as Sanjay Vyas Prabhuji said, the name is Karma Sannyas Yoga. So, if you look at from layman's perspective, the meaning you will define as Karma se sannyas. Karma sannyas means sannyas, renounce karma, renounce the karma, and that is yoga. That means inactivity. Just lie on your couch and just sleep and just do nothing.
What is it?
No.
What is it?
So it's a
Hare Krishna. Karma sannyas yoga. So karma sannyas yoga does not refer to take sannyas from karma. So take sannyas, renouncement of karma. This does not mean that. It means karma me sannyas. So renunciation in action rather than renunciation of action. So it is not renunciation of action. That means you be inactive, you go to jungle. That's not what Krishna is recommending. Krishna is saying renunciation in action. While you're performing action in the material world, which we all have to perform. Everyone has different ashramas, different varnas. They have to perform some actions. So you are allowed to perform your actions. How you are allowed to perform your actions? When you are renounced, that means you're not attached to the reactions, the fruitful activities reaction which is coming to you. And when you perform your activity, which has been told in 4th chapter, then reactions does not come. You're not bound. So this is what Krishna is going to explain in this particular chapter. Now let's look at text 1, and I will go back in chapter 4 and sort of try to connect it. Now, this again starts from Arjuna's question. Let me read this verse first and I'll connect it back to the 4th chapter and even 3rd chapter and we'll explain this verse. So, who's going to read this 5.1? Where did we stop? Yuvati Radha Mataji, would you like to read?
Sure, Prabhu. Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasam Karmanam Krishna Punaryogam Cha Samshasi Yachreya Itoyor Ekam Tanne Bruhi Sunishitam. Arjuna said, O Krishna, first of all, you ask me to renounce work, and then again you recommend work with devotion. Now, will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial?
Thank you, Mataji. Let me read you 3.1. I'll come to the 4th chapter in a second, just to connect it back, how the flow is happening in Bhagavad Gita. So we understand the title of the chapter, we understand the theme of the chapter. Now we are trying to understand the first verse of this chapter, which is 5.1. So 5.1, what Arjuna is asking Krishna, Sannyasam Karmanam Krishna. So sannyas refers to, anyone can respond? Sannyas means, everyone knows that, but I want everyone to know more. Sannyas, what is the translation? Simple translation.
Renunciation.
Thank you. It's not such a big word. We welcome so many sannyasis. Huh? Sannyas means renunciation, huh? Giving up. Karmanam, what does karmanam refers to? You can read, that's all right. It's on your screen, but I want you to speak up. Huh? Keshav
Karma.
Prabhu.
Karma.
What does karma mean?
Whatever we
Activity.
Activity which gives me a reaction, basically. Huh?
Yeah.
So, sannyasam karmanam. So, Arjun is thinking, now this may not be the correct conclusion, right? So, this is what Arjun is thinking. Hey Krishna, you are telling me sannyasam karmanam Krishna. So you are saying to take sannyas of karma. So what Arjuna is thinking? Krishna is telling me to renounce my actions. Krishna did not say that. Krishna is saying renounce the action. Although Krishna did not say that. But let's read the mind of Arjuna first. We'll come to the right conclusion in a second. So he's saying sannyasam karmanam. You asking me to renounce work? No, Krishna did not ever say that. Punar, again you are saying yogam cha sanshasi. You are recommending sanshasi. Yoga here refers to be situated in devotional acts. So two things Arjuna is comparing in his mind. First thing is saying, hey Krishna, first you ask me to renounce sannyas, karma, activity. Here again activity refers to fruitive actions. Right? So please remember that. So sannyasam karmanam Krishna. Punar, again you are saying yogam cha sanshasi. Yat Shreya. Shreya refers to, who can say? Shreya and Preya. Jaldi, jaldi. Shreya.
A long-term benefit.
Long term. Preya means?
Short term.
Short term benefit. I like to eat 10 Rosagullas. And Namrat Prabhu said, Prabhuji, subah kya hoga? So you may like to eat 10 Rosagullas or 10 pizzas and something like that, but it has a consequence, maybe after a few hours, not immediately. So Shreya refers to long-term benefit. So Arjun was looking for Shreya or Preya? Amrit Prabhu.
Yeah.
2.7, he's looking for Shreya. I am surrendering unto you, so you tell me Shreya. I cannot see it. The disciple asking Guru Maharaj, asking Shreya, not Preya, which is very nice. Yat Shreya ite your ekam. Out of these two, you tell me eka. Don't tell me two things. I get very confused actually, Krishna. I get very confused. Yat Shreya ite your ekam. Tanme bruhi sunishitam. Sunishitam means, tum nishchit kar lo bhai. Sometimes you say A, sometimes you say B. This is what Arjuna is thinking, huh? So Arjuna is a conditioned state representing these thoughts here that he is confused. He is saying, hey Krishna, first you ask me to renounce the work, then you ask me to be situated in the work in devotion. Which one, yat shreyarekam, is better? You define it. Sunishitam, bruhi. Bruhi means please say. You define and then tell me A or B. Don't tell me sometimes A, sometimes B. Now, where does this Arjun's mindset coming from? Let's go back now. Read 3.1. I'll read it very quickly. Jayasi chet karmanaste matha buddha janardan tatkim karmani ghore mam niyojasi keshava. So again, in this 3.1, similar thoughts Arjun had. Oh Kesha, why do you want me to engage in the ghastly warfare if you think intelligence is better than fruitive work? You see that? Huh? Intelligence means jnana, fruitive work means activity, karmanam. So he's saying karmana is better than jnana. Why are you engaging in the ghastly warfare? So Arjun have still no clarity in his mind. Why he doesn't have clarity even after hearing chapter 3 and chapter 4? Let's go to chapter 4 first. Chapter 4, you go to 438. 438 and 439, they are describing the glories of Divya Gyan. So in 438, Nahi Gyane Sadasam Pavitram Ihi Vidite. So Krishna is glorifying the Jnana as very, very pure and very, very potent. It's very strong. No matter how many reactions you have, it will just get burnt. Huh? It is so pure, it is so potent. 439, if you see, Shraddhava labte jnanam tat parasantendriya jnanam ladva param shantim. You will achieve param shantim. How you will achieve param shanti? Jnana. So Arjun is thinking Krishna is constantly recommending me to the path of jnana, which is the intelligence, right? This is what Arjun is thinking. This is why he is confused now. Now, in the last verse, I'll just put the last verse as well, 442. So we read 438, 439. Now read 442. This is the last verse. This is the verse which Krishna said, stand and fight. Atishta Atishta Bharata. Hey Bharat, hey Arjun, stand and fight. Now Arjun is saying, hang on a second. One time you are describing the glories of Gyan and you're talking about Shanti and all that, and now you're saying fight. I'm a bit confused again. So you want me to do sannyasam karanam, renounce my activities, or be situated in yoga? Hey Krishna, please tell me. So I'll not give the answer. Let Krishna give the answer. You understand the question first? Why Arjun is confused? Let's see what Krishna says in 5.2. Who wants to read? Ayush Prabhuji, probably not there. Sarupani Mata or Giriraj Prabhu, any one of you? 5.2.
श्रीभगवान् उवाच सन्न्यासाकर्मयोगश्च निःश्रेयस्य कारब उभयो तयोस्तु कर्म संन्यस्ता कर्मयोगो विशस्यते. The personality of Godhead replied, the renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation. But of the two, work in devotional service is better than renunciation of work.
Thank you, Mataji. It felt like I'm sitting in a Bhagavad Gita Jayanti. Your pronunciation is so good. We should all sing like that actually. While when we sing the verses, they sink in our mind very quickly. So we should learn from Mata. Sarup Nikaldi Mata. Singing is very, very important. I really felt like I'm sitting in Bhagavad Gita Jayanti. Yeah. So please sing these verses. They are so beautiful. The rhythm comes into your mind and then you can read very quickly and very beautifully. So, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Krishna is responding to the question of Arjun, which is asked in 5.1. Sannyasah karma yogascha nihishreyas kara ubhav tayostu karma sannyasad karma yoga vishyasate. So there are two categories Krishna is saying. You have given me karma sannyas and karma yoga. Karma sannyas refers to sannyas of karma, means renouncing the activity, inactivity, going to jungle, not doing anything. Second option is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means situate in yoga, situate in your activity while performing yoga, which Prabhupada translates as work in devotion. So out of these two, renunciation of work or work in devotion, which one is better? Krishna is saying Karma Yoga Vishishyate. Vishishyate means Vishesh hai. So out of these two options, which one is better? As per me, as per Krishna, Karma Yoga Vishishyate. So let's read this verse again. So Sannyasa Karma Yogasa. So Sannyasa Karma, Karma ka Sannyas, and Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga refers to act in devotion. Nihi Shreyas Kara. Shreyas means they both give Shreya. Actually, both path will give Shreya. Gyan Marg will also give Shreya. Karma Marg will also give Shreya. But out of Gyan and Karma, if I have to choose for you, for Arjuna, which one is better? Karma Marg, Karma Yoga Marg, Arjun, is better for you. Why Karma Yoga Marg is better for you? Who can say? Just a general understanding. Rajesh?
Because
Okay, Amrit Prabhu, yeah, go ahead.
Arjuna is Kshatriya.
Arjun is a Kshatriya. By nature, by his conditioning, he will fight, isn't it? Even if he goes to jungle, he will fight in jungle because that's his nature. Huh? So he will not stop his nature, changing nature. And we have read actually in 330, 33 or 35, forgot the number. So here Krishna has explained changing nature is very, very difficult. Shreyan swa dharmo vigana par dharmat swa anushthitat. So following other dharma is bhayavaha. So Krishna has explained that again in 1837 or 47. So changing nature is very, very difficult. So for you, hey Arjuna, work in devotion. That means fight with the devotion is better. Then he will expand. Actually, I was reading this purport of Prabhupada's very beautiful purport. Let's read at least few lines. I know we are running a little bit squeeze in time. So this is Srimad Bhagavatam. Nunam pramatta kurte vikarma, very, very famous verse. Nunam pramatta kurte vikarma yad indriya pritiya apnoti na sadhu manne yad atmanoyam asan api kleshada asateha. So Nunam pramatta. So this human beings, they are pagal. So ek matta, ek pramatta. Matta means pagal and pramatta means supremely pagal. So this supremely pagal human beings, kurute vikarma, they are doing what they are doing. Vikarma, vikarma we all understand. The shastra which prohibits you. The shastra prohibits you for certain activity. They are called vikarma. But this pagal log, this super pagal log, super mad people are always doing vikarma. Why they are doing vikarma? Yad indriya priti. So they're not talking about shreya, they're talking about indriya, sense gratification. This is immediately nice to their senses and they do it. They drink something, they eat something, they touch something, they watch something, they listen something. Everything is instant in this world. So instant noodles, instant misery. So they're looking for everything very, very instant happiness. Anything they have to do, but they will do to get the instant happiness. Na sadhu manne, I do not consider them as sadhu. Yat atmanoyam, for their atma, they are not doing any sadhu, they are not doing any beneficially activities for their atma. Asan api kleshada asadeha, because this deha is kleshada. Kleshada means this deha gives more pain than pleasure. Does this deha, human deha, gives more pleasure or more pain? Who can say? Rajesh Prabhu is saying more pleasure.
Pain.
You sure? Anyone else? Any
Pakka.
votings we have to do on this topic? This human deha gives more pain or more pleasure? So pain is option 1, pleasure is option 2. Who goes for option 1? Raise your hand at least. Jaldi. Okay, so I can see at least 4 5 hands. Who goes for option 2? More pleasure. Someone are not raising hand. They are out of the game or they are confused. We only get a drop of pleasure and we get an ocean of klesha. This is generally happens to all of us. No matter who are you, which material position you are in, how much millions of dollars you have in your bank account, regardless you live in America, Australia, India, regardless where you are, who you are, what your outside situations are, we are all suffering. This body gives so much pain. If you have to make this one finger happy, Anand Krishna Prabhu, how many ways you have? And if you have to make this finger pain, how many ways you have? Make my finger happy, Prabhu. How can you make my finger happy? Tell me. You have to make not me happy. I'm complex. Make my finger happy. Simple.
That's not possible, Prabhu.
That's not possible. Prabhu is fully devotional. Okay, maybe I can put in a nice surface, maybe put on a flower or something, right?
Yeah.
Given there's no thorns. It's very difficult. What Anand Krishna is saying is right. Very difficult even to think how to give pleasure to this one finger. Maybe some nice gadda, some surface, some flower, some nice touch, something like that. Very, very rare.
Massaging.
And if you have to give pain, Prabhu, how many ways you can give pain to my finger?
Many ways, Prabhu.
Unlimited ways. My
Yes.
nail may come off, I may get burned, I may get nailed, I may get tripled over, my finger can be fractured. Unlimited ways just to give pain to this one finger. What to speak of the whole body?
Yes.
How many portions of the body is paining right now? We all know. So this body is known as Kleshada. Now, Dhruv Maharaj also calls this body as Arthada. Arthada means something which is worthwhile. What does it mean? Artha means with this body we can do bhajan and achieve perfection with the same body. So although the body is generally Kleshada, but we can make it Arthada. Huh? So Arthada refers to, Artha means really valuable thing, which means achieving the wealth of Krishna consciousness. That we can perform from this body. Yes, we can chant Ram Nam, we can do some seva, we can do so many nice things from this body, and we can also do not nice things. So if we do nice things from this body, then it will come to Arthada. But if we do unnice things from this body, it will become Kleshada, because that's a default situation. So depending on the usage, it can become Kleshada or Arthada. But generally speaking, 99.99% population of this world body is Kleshada. It's just giving klesha. And the more you get involved in sense gratification, the more klesha you get. So asana pi klesha deha. Now I'll not read the whole thing. The last third was Rishabdev said, Preetir nayavan mai Vasudeva, unless you have preeti to Vasudeva, namuchate dehe yogena tavar. You cannot get rid of this body. You cannot get rid of this body, because every time you get involved in any sense gratification, yahi sansparsha bhoga, dukkha yona evate adyantavanta konteya, na te shuram te buddha. Every time you get involved in a sense gratification, the reactions are waiting for you. When Prabhuji was saying in the class, every time you have a desire, he has said desire is material desire, one material body is waiting for you. Now, how many desires you have? Unlimited. Unlimited material bodies are waiting for us. Unlimited. You cannot get out of this cycle. You cannot. There's only one way you can get out of this cycle. What is that way? Preeti to Vasudev. If you have Preeti to Vasudev, your consciousness changes. With the same body, you perform devotional service, and you can muchate dehi yoga. You can come out of this cycle of birth and death. But unless you do that, it's not possible for a living entity to come out of this cycle. Not possible. Because every time you do desire, Krishna, based on your deservance, Krishna or nature arranges that for you. You again enjoy, you again get a reaction, you again enjoy, again get a reaction, or you suffer. Kabhi swarge uthaye, kabhi narake giraye. Sometimes the living entity goes in Swarg Loka and sit on the asana of Indra. I am Indra. And the same living entity goes and become worm in the stool. So this cycle goes on and on and on and on, never stops, unless there's only one way. You start loving Vasudeva. Preetir nayavan mai Vasudeva. Then your avidya will be gone. Then you will not do the ignorant activities, because your whole consciousness changes. And then by the mercy of Vasudeva, all the reaction will be taken care of, and then you go back to Godhead. So unless you do that, coming out of this Deha Yoga, is Kleshita body, is just not possible. So this is why Karma Yoga is very, very important, and not only important, it is practical to do. Just sitting in meditation is very impractical. Okay, let's go to verse 3. Who is next here? Giriraj Prabhuji, would you like to read?
ज्ञान स नित्य सन्यासी योना देवशति न कन्यशति कांक्षति निर्दवंदो हि महाभावो सुखम बंधत pramuchyate. Translation. One who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activities is known to be always renounced. Such a person, free from all dualities, easily overcome material bondage and is completely liberated. O mighty armed Arjuna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So Arjuna is recommending about sannyas. So here Krishna gives the one definition of sannyas. Now within Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna will give multiple definitions of sannyas. Let's see this one definition here. Beautiful. Geya jano. Know that that person, nitya sannyasi. He's always nitya, not only sannyasi like when he goes out in a saffron and all that. No, nitya sannyasi. He is always a sannyasi. Who is always a sannyasi? Three qualities are given. Please read. Very, very beautiful. Yo na dveshti. Dveshti means who can say? Dvesh karna, hate karna. He does not hate anything or anyone. Anyone has this quality in full? Nadveshti? Raise your hand. Amrit Prabhu put his head down even more. Nadveshti, 100%. Sometimes we can appreciate, but Nadveshti, 100% very difficult. Na Kangshati, no hankering. Anyone here not hankering for any material things? Or a big tilak? I also have big tilak to show off. But na Kangshati, very difficult. Very, very difficult. But one who has no dveshti, no hatred for anyone, na Kangshati, not hankering for any material things, nirdvando. Dwandas have no effect on them. How many dwandas are there? I've asked this 100 times. I'll ask it again. Who can say? Nandri Mata, can you please help me? How many dwandas are there in this material world? Say in Sanskrit if you can. Otherwise, English or Hindi is also okay. How many dwandas are there? You're on mute, Mata. Okay, tell me one or two, Mata. Chalega. Not an exam. Just feel free. Tell me one dwanda, Mata. Okay, nobody is.
Sita Usna.
Sita Ushna. Thank you, Keshav Prabhu. That's two danda. Two more.
Heat and
Yes,
cold,
yes,
pleasure and
yes.
pain, happy, sad.
Tell in Sanskrit, Keshav
Honor,
Prabhu. Tell in Sanskrit.
Labha, jaya, jaya.
Labha, labha, jaya, jayo. Okay.
Dukha
And
dukha.
man apman.
Sukha dukha shitoshna.
जितात्मनः प्रशांतस्य परमात्मा समाहिता शीतोष्ण सुख दुखेषु तथा माना अपमान्य. I have to actually read the verse. I can tell that better, huh? So Sita Ushna Sukha Dukheshu Tatha Mana Apamanayoha. There are 6 gandhas are there. Okay. So Nandini Mata, you experience any one of them? Sita Ushna, sometime you experience Shita, sometime Ushna. Thandi, Garmi. Huh? Yes or
Yeah.
no? Sometime you feel Sukha, sometime Dukha. You're always
Yes.
Sukhi. No Dukha in Mata's life. Man, Apman, you never feel Apman. Man,
birth,
Apman.
death,
So we all
success,
experience these
failure,
6
sorrow.
dhandas. So this sannyasi, who is the sannyasi? Not the person who's in saffron, big dadi and all that. He's a nitya sannyasi. He's always a sannyasi who's out of these 6 dhandas. Sannyasi is not a small thing. Not a small thing. You just take sannyas. Many times in India say, oh, sannyasi bande. Do you even know the meaning of sannyasi? What does sannyasi mean? How big position it is? It's not some dress change. It's a mentality change. It takes lifetimes to become sannyasi, even for few moments. What to speak of being a sannyasi for like 40, 50 years and serving Prabhupada. Sometimes they say, oh, this sannyasi fell down. Do you even know what this person has done? We should never say that. We have no right to judge anyone. Huh? What Krishna is doing in their life, Krishna knows. Huh? We should never sort of read some rubbish news and say, okay, this person fell down, that person fell down. That person who has done the seva for Prabhupada, we cannot even perform the seva in 5 trillion lifetimes in future. So leave that person and Krishna and their news in between. We should not judge. We should always appreciate what services this person has performed. And that should be very inspiring for all of us. Okay. So na dvesti, na kangshati, nirdando. So these 3 qualities Krishna has given. That person is a nitya sannyasi. And what is the practical outcome of that? Krishna says the practical outcome is not just theory. Practical outcome. Sukham bandhat pramuchate. Muchate means to come out of bandhan. Pramuchate means completely coming out of bandhan. So suppose Amrit Poddar Prabhu, someone has bound you in big, big ropes. To come out of those ropes, it will be hard work or no? You're a very strong person. 8 packs or 10 packs or something like that. You have to struggle hard. In the movies, you see a hero is bound in the ropes and he says, ah, and then he comes out. But here Krishna is saying, Sukham bandhat, sukh se bahar aa jaoge. To come out is also sukha. You don't have to go nothing like that. Sukham bandhat pramuchate. If you become sannyasi, which has these 3 characteristics, if you become sannyasi, sukh se, happily you will come out of bandhan. Of all the bondages, you will just give it away. It will just get burnt in no time. Let's see 5.4. Who wants to go 5.4? Sulekha Mataji, would you like to go?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sankhya yoga prithak bala pravadhanti na pandita ekam apyasthita samya sam,
Samyak.
samyak ubhayor vandite phalam. Translation: only the ignorant speak of devotional service as being different from the analytical study of the material world. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieve the result of both.
Thank you, Mataji. So Sankhya Yoga Prathak Balaha. So Sankhya, if you read the synonyms of Prabhupada, says analytical study of the material world. So Sankhya refers to Sankhya. Sankhya means counting. So they basically count this material world and they say neti neti. So you would have read in Srimad Bhagavatam there are 24 elements. Sometimes they say 25, sometimes they 26. All of them are valid. I'm not going to expand that on today. And so Sankhya means counting. So the basic thing is they count what is material and what is spiritual. So they distinguish. They are called Sankhya Yoga. So Sankhya Yoga Prathak Bala. So Bala refers to bacha, a chota bacha. So Prabhupada write a less intelligent person. So Prathak means different. So Pravidanti means to speak. Na Panditaha. He is not a Pandit, rather he's a Bala, he's a Bacha, he's not very intelligent person who is saying these two are different. What are the two different things? Sankhya and Yoga. So Sankhya refers to analytical study of the material world, and Yoga, as Prabhupada writes here, work in devotional service. So two paths which you are saying, Arjuna, Sankhya and Yoga, if you think they are different, you're not a Pandita. Is it clear? The first two lines? You're not a Pandita, you're Bala. Bala means you're not very intelligent. So, what is the intelligent thing, Krishna? Please tell me. Ekam api asita samyak. Ekam api asita. They both lead to the same destination. Ubhayor vindate phalam. The phala of both. Ubhay means two. Eka means ek, ubhay means two parties. Ubhayor vindate phalam. So vindate means enjoys. We read in 4th chapter, one of the verses, Kalen Atmani Vindati. So in due course of time, you will enjoy within yourself. So Kalen Vindati. Vindati means to enjoy. So both enjoys the same phala. So what is basically said here? So whether you are following the Sankhya Marg or Yoga Marg. Sankhya, Prabhupada writes in the translation here, analytical study of the material world, Sankhya, and Yoga, Prabhupada writes, speak of devotional service. They both give same phala. Now, what does it mean give same phala? That means they both lead to the same destination of liberation. So if you are seeking liberation, you can go Jnana Marga or you can go Karma Marga. Both will give liberation. But hey Arjun, as said in the previous or 5.3, for you, which one is better? Karma Yoga Marg is better, not Jnana Yoga Marg, because of your situation in a particular Varna and particular Ashrama. 5.5, this is just an extension of 5.4. Let's read that. Who's next? Nandini Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. 5.5. Yan sankhya prapyati sthanam tadyagorapi kamyate ekam sankham cha yogam cha ya pashyati cha pashyati. Translation: one who knows that the position reached by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, see things as they are.
I'll just go to 5.4 and establish a relation between these two verses. So what are the two words used in 5.4? Sankhya and Yoga. So one is analytical study of the material world. One is work in devotional service. Okay, Karma Yoga. Let's read 5.5 here. Yat Sankhya. So what does Sankhya refers to, Nandini Mata? You can read. That's all right.
By means of Sankhya philosophy.
Thank you, Mata. So, yat Sankhya prapate sthanam. So, what does this mean? Prapate, prapta karna, achieving sthanam. Sthanam refers to destination. Whatever destination you will achieve by Sankhya, tad yogair api gamyate. Gamyate means jaoge. You will go. Yogairapi. Look at 5.4 here. This word yoga. What's the translation Prabhupada gives? Work in devotional service. So what we are saying here, Yat Sankhya Prapte Sthanam, whatever sthan, whatever destination you will achieve by Sankhya, same sthan you will also get by yoga. Is it clear? Very simple Sanskrit is there actually, huh?
Yep.
Ekam Sankhyam cha Yogam cha. They both are same in terms of goal. Yah pashyati, one who sees that, sa pashyati, he actually sees. So what it is said here basically, some people think Sankhya gives a different sthan, different destination, yoga gives a different destination. Here yoga refers to karma yoga, which we are reading right now, and Sankhya refers to analytical study. Both are used for one common goal. What's the common goal, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu? Sankhya yoga and karma yoga. I just said it actually. What's the common goal?
To get to know Krishna, to get to
Liberation. Let's start from there.
You-
Huh? To get liberation.
get
So
liberation.
the common goal is same, no matter which path you take. Now we are not recommending here all the path lead to the same destination. Verse number, Ayush Prabhu. The misinterpretation of a famous Bhagavad Gita verse which says all paths lead to the same destination. Ayush Prabhu. Come on.
I'm not sure,
Google.
Prabhu.
I'm
411.
not sure. Thank you. Tell me the verse 411. Thank you, very nice.
Boss cannot remember, Prabhu, but I remember that was
Who can remember 411? No, it's easy. 411. ये यथा माम प्रपद्यन्ते ताम तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः. We expanded on this line, the third and fourth line we are talking. So some other group of people, they misinterpret that line. No matter which marg you take, you'll end up in Krishna, which is very, very wrong understanding of that verse. So Sarvasha refers to path, not to the destination. And the common example Prabhupada gave, if you buy the ticket of Calcutta, you reach to Calcutta, not Mumbai. Anyway, coming back. So in this particular verse, we are not applying that mislogic presented by some group of people in 411 that all paths leads to one. No, we are talking about two paths here. What are the two paths we are discussing here, Rajesh Prabhu? Two specific paths referred in this verse, which lead to the same destination, which is possible.
Sankhya and work in devotion.
Thank you. So it's a yoga, Sankhya and yoga. Huh? So if you think, Arjun and Krishna is talking, I'm not. So Krishna is saying, if you think Sankhya and yoga are leading to a different path, you are a bala, you are a bacha, you're not very intelligent. But in terms of destination, we're not talking about which path is higher, which path is lower. We're not talking all that. We're talking in terms of destination, they both will reach to the same point. So suppose you have to go to temple, you can go, I live in Chatsworth, so you can go by Pacific Highway, and there are some shortcuts as well, some inner streets. So in terms of destination, we are saying both leads to the same. But Amrit Prabhu will say, Prabhuji, one rasta will take me 48 minutes, one will take 12 minutes. So which one I should take? Very obvious, right? 12 minutes one. So now Krishna is not talking here, this rasta will take 48 minutes, isn't it? So you should be very, very clear. But in terms of destination, yes, no problem, right? So we understand the difference and the similarity. Similarity is in terms of goal. Difference, Krishna will talk later in terms of how difficult that marg is. So Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, they all lead to the same destination in terms of liberation. But which is higher, Krishna is saying here, Karma Yoga. And in 12th chapter, Krishna will clearly, explicitly mention, in the other marg you'll only get klesha. Don't do that. In 8th chapter, he will explicitly mention Bhakti Marg is Sulabha. Sulabha Partha. So take Bhakti Marg. So Krishna keep giving these hints here and there. But here what he is saying in terms of destination, they both lead to the same destination. But for you, Arjun, I am recommending Yoga Marg, which is here, Karma Yoga Marg, which Prabhupada Rai says, work in devotion. Okay, let's go to the, if you see that, Ekam Sankhyam Cha Yogam Cha, Sankhya, one marg, yoga, another marg, Ekam, they both lead to the same destination, Yah Pashyati Sa Pashyati, who sees that, if you're not seeing that, that means you're a bala, bacha. Okay, 5.6, who is next? Shobit Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Sannyasasthu mahabaho dukhamastu mayogata
Aptum. Dukham aptum.
brahma
Dukham aptum.
dukham apto mayogata yogayato mune brahma nachirena dhikkachati
Gachati.
dhikkachati.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Merely renouncing all activities, yet not engaging in the devotional service of the Lord, cannot make one happy. But a thoughtful person engaged in devotional service can achieve the supreme without delay.
This is a very, very nice verse, especially for all of us sadhakas living in this material world. So Krishna is saying, Sannyasasthu mahabaho tu. So in the previous verse, what he said, let's go 5.5 as well. Just keep relating each other. It's very nice. So he's saying ekam sankyam cha yogam cha. They both lead to the same destination, right? Whether it is sankhya or yoga. Let's read here. Sannyasasthu mahabaho. Tu refers to but. Ayush Prabhu, a verse in Bhagavatam which uses the word tu. Everyone knows that verse.
Krishnastu Bhagwan sir.
See, I knew it. You knew all the verses. Sannyasasthu mahabaho. When tu comes, but. So he has made a statement earlier, 5.5, he has made a statement saying, hang on a second, but, Amrit Prabhu, I'm just going to come to temple, but, so Amrit Prabhu will be doubtful. Arey, abhi bola aa raha hai, abhi bola but means there's more clarification coming. So Krishna is giving more clarification. What's the clarification Krishna is giving? Sannyas. So you're saying taking sannyas, like merely renouncing all the working activities. Dukham aptum, actually you will achieve dukkha. If you just renounce the activity, what you will achieve? Dukham aptum. You will achieve dukkha only. Huh? Because why you are achieving dukkha? Ayogata. What does ayog mean? Who can say? Very difficult word. Rajesh Prabhu, ayog. You've read yoga, yoga, yoga. What does ayoga means?
Incapable.
Incapable. Okay. More simpler version.
योग का उल्टा
योग
One
का
without,
उल्टा ये बात सही योग का राजेश प्रभु you say
One without bhakti.
Without devotional service.
thank you so one who is not doing yoga is ayoga isn't it yogi or yoga is all similar word like connection yoga means connection ayog means who does not have a connection someone says yog ka ulta sahi hai so you will achieve dukkha only if you are a yogi. A yogi means if you are not connected to Krishna, all you will receive is what? Dukkha. No matter what you are. Sannyas le lo, sannyas nahi le lo. If you're not connected to Krishna, you're not going to get sukha. So, sannyasastu mahabaho dukkham aptum ayogataha. On the contrary, Krishna says the third line, yoga yukto. So there's two words, as Kesha Prabhu was saying, yoga ulta. They say ayoga and yoga yukta. See, there are two antonyms here. So yoga means, yoga yukta means a person who is well situated in devotion. Ayogi refers to a person who is not situated in yoga, not connecting with Krishna. Two different. So if you're not connecting with Krishna, what you're going to get? As per 5.6, anyone can read. You're not connected to Krishna. What you will achieve?
दुखम
Dukkham aptum. But if you are connected, yoga yukto, munir brahma. So here Brahma word is used. Now you can take Brahma as absolute here. Now Krishna has not revealed his personal identity as yet. So he's speaking as a third person, Brahma. Krishna is also that Brahma. He's rather Parabrahma. But take Brahma as an absolute truth. For example, at this stage. Yoga yukto munir brahma. So if you are situated in yoga, you are situated in Brahma, na achirena, na chirena, na chirena, chir means very long time, na chiren or achiren, same thing. Chiren ka ulta.
चिरकाल
Chirkal.
चिरकाल is long time
Chirkal is, in Hindi sometimes they give Ashirvad as Chirayu Bhava, Chir Ayu, long Ayu. May you have a long life. Nice Ashirvad. But long life with Krishna is better. Long life without Krishna is not good. So, na chiranya adhigachati. Adhigachati means attains. So, if you are a yoga yukta, you will quickly achieve Brahman. But if you are a yogi, you are not connected with Krishna, actually you will receive just dukkha. Is it clear? So, what we should be, yoga yukto or ayogataha? Shobit Prabhu, which is a better choice?
yoga yukto.
योग युक्त
Thank you. We should be yoga yukta, means connected with Krishna. Okay. So Prabhupada writes this last line, I'll read, very nice. A person thoughtful means Muni here. A thoughtful person engaged in devotion can achieve the supreme without delay. So supreme here refers to Brahma. Okay, let's read 5.7. Rajesh Prabhuji.
योगयुक्त विशुद्धात्मा विजित आत्मा जित इन्द्रिय सर्वभूत आत्मभूत आत्मा kurvam api na lipyate. One who works in devotion, who is a pure soul, and who controls his mind and senses, is dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to him. Though always working, such a man is never entangled.
Okay, let's go to 5.6. Now, Shobhit Prabhu recommended we should be, Rajesh Prabhu, what we should be, ayogata or yoga yukto?
Yoga yukta.
Yoga yukto. So let's see in 5.7. See, Krishna is just joining these two verses. You can see there's so much relation between each verse. Amrit Prabhu, you see the beauty here? Where he left 5.6, conclusion of 5.6, he's starting 5.7 from there. Yoga yukto. Huh? Now he's saying, okay, Shobhit Prabhu said, be yoga yukto. So Krishna is saying, yes, you should be yoga yukto. I will give you definite characteristics of that yoga yukto. Huh? Let's see. Vishuddha Atma. What does Vishuddha Atma mean? Pure Atma. Is very, very pure. Vijitatma, he has, so here Atma refers to mind. He has won over his mind. Jitendriyaha, he has won over his senses. Sarva Bhutatma, Bhutatma, he respects everyone. As Prabhupada writes here, he is dear to everyone, everyone is dear to him. Kurvan api, even if he is performing lot of action, na lipyate. So basically, 5.7 is again extension of 5.6 conclusion, which was Yoga Yukto, and Krishna gives characteristic of that Yoga Yukto. What is the first characteristic is Vishuddhatma, it should be a pure soul. Vijitatma, self-controlled, he is one his mind, and he is one over senses. Jitendriya, Vijitatma, Vishuddhatma. Fourth characteristic Krishna gives is Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. He is very dear to everyone, everyone is very, very dear to him. That sort of person, Kurvan api, Kurvan means karta hai. He does lots of activities, he will not be bound. So if you don't want to be bound, although working in the material world, you should have these four qualifications. Who can say in Sanskrit? Quickly. Sanskrit words, four Sanskrit words. Rajesh Prabhu, what are the four Sanskrit words?
Yoga yukta.
No. Yoga Yukta is the
Oh,
person. What are the
sorry.
four characteristics?
Vishuddha Atma.
That's number one. Number two?
Vijita Atma.
Number two?
Jita Indriya.
Three?
And Sarva Bhuta.
Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma.
Yeah.
So everyone loves this person. So there are four characteristics of this Yoga Yukta. If this Yoga Yukta performs, Kurvan api na liptate, he will not be bound. Yes, Rajesh Prabhu.
Prabhuji, why the Buddhist monks also looks like very calm and connected, without being like Krishna consciousness? They look like very well controlled.
Yeah. So they also have good philosophy. Their philosophy also a part of Vedic philosophy. They live a life of mode of goodness, Prabhu. They get up early, they eat less, they have sense control. So they live in mode of goodness. So anyone who lives in mode of goodness will look cool and calm. But in terms of sustainability, my Guru Maharaj tells this instance in a class. He was telling before coming to Krishna consciousness, he was going at different places and sort of getting the taste of different religions. And you'll see that with many, many sannyasis. In their young age, they explored. Radhesham Prabhu also explored many, many places. So my Guru Maharaj went to a Buddhist monastery. He was very, very young, probably 17, 18, something like that. So he lived there for a couple of days. So he was trying to test, as you said, no, they looked attractive to him at that point in time. But when they started serving prasadam, they only gave, I can't remember what, but a very, very little prasadam every day. And they live a very, very hard life, lot of monized practice and all that. So he said it wasn't me. It wasn't me after some days. So although they live in mode of goodness, but many times because of their no connection with the divine, they don't have any Prabhuji so-called enjoyment. Like as a devotee, we enjoy so much, to be honest. So much enjoyment we do. Like in terms of talking, in terms of listening music, in terms of eating, having such a nice association, jump, dance, Our every day is enjoyment. You ask these brahmacharis living in the ashram, they live the best life. Now, they may not feel sometime always like that. Amrit Prabhu might be thinking other way. Generally speaking, they're very nice lifestyle they are living. Anyway, outside Grasthas also, by Krishna's grace, living nice. So, Prabhu, there's a disconnection there, and that's why many times they break down as well because of very severe austerities in the body and practically no enjoyment which soul is searching. But some can live long. Also, I want to give one more point here. Indra Maharaj was traveling in an aeroplane from A to B. Next to him was Dalai Lama also sitting. This Maharaj studying in his class. So the air hostess came and asked for, what do you like? So he gave his choice as some non-vegetarian food. So Maharaj was very surprised, but in lovingly he asked the Dalai Lama, so what are you eating today? And he said, I eat whatever I get. And Maharaj lovingly said, this is not what you got, this is what you ordered. Huh? I'm also eating in the flight, but I'm eating what I like to eat, right? So you can also eat. So probably many times, I cannot say for everyone, they are actually eating non-veg as well, Buddhist people, because of this non-connection and
Yeah, I know, bro.
non-enjoyment.
Even in Nepal, like Buddhist
Even in
eat.
Nepal, yeah. So they have some mode of goodness, that's why they look calm, but the sustainability point of view is not there much. Yeah. Is that okay, Prabhu?
Yes, bro. Thank you, bro.
Okay, thank you. Sridhar Srinivas Prabhuji?
Krishna Prabhu,
Hare
here
Krishna.
the meaning of Vishuddhatma,
Yeah.
Suddha means a pure, and V, if we add that prefix V,
Yeah.
how it is purifying, it is a super purifying.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so thank you, Prabhuji. Nice. So when we add as a prefix, the meaning changes. So Prabhu, here Vishuddh also sometimes refers to as transcendental, but here if you read Prabhu, Vishuddhatma just refer to a purified soul. So we don't have to put V prefix same meaning in every single case. Like there's a word called mukti and there's also called vimukti. There's a rag, there is virag, vairagya, which we call it. So everywhere the meaning can be same but can be different as well. So here probably a higher degree of purity. That's what it means. Huh? We're not going to transcendence as yet. That will come from chapter 7 onwards. So here also just Krishna used the previous word Brahma. Now he will say later, I'm that Brahma. But here Brahma, absolute truth. Huh? And Prabhupada also writes as supreme, just a translation of Brahma as supreme. So here Vishuddha refers to very high degree of purity. Yeah.
Here next one is also it a Vijitatma. Jitatma, Vijitatma.
So
It's
Atma
also
here
the
refers
same.
to no, Atma here refers to mind. The second one refers to mind. So Atma has multiple meanings. We'll read that in chapter 6. So Atma sometimes refers to self, body also, sometimes refers to mind, sometimes refers to soul. Here Atma refers to mind. So self-control refers to
How about
Vijit Jita. He has
Jita,
won over
Vijita.
his yeah. So he has won over his mind. There's no gaps there. So Vijitatma refers to very high degree of self-control. Means in mind, no agitation at all. And the third one is senses, Indriya. So he has full control over his sense and full control over his mind, and his Atma is purified. Is that okay, Prabhu?
Thanks, Prabhu. Thanks, Prabhu.
Okay, let's do one more verse and then we'll stop because there are there are two verses here. Okay, it's yeah, I think we can do it. It's not a big verse, it's just a simple verse. 5, 8, and 9. Who's a Sanskrit scholar? Ayush Prabhu here. Read. For you, it's a bigger challenge. It's not a challenge for him.
नैव किञ्चित् करोमीति युक्तो मायेत तत्त्ववित् मन्येत तत्त्ववित् पश्यान् शृण्वान् स्पर्शान् जिघ्रान् अश्नान् गच्छान् स्वपान् स्वसान् प्रलापन् विसर्जान्
It is
गृह्णान्
pralapan actually, there's no bada a. Pralapan.
प्रलपन् विसर्जान् गृह्णान् उन्मिषान् निमिषन् अपि इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियेषु वर्तन्त इति धारयन्. Translation: a person in divine consciousness, although engaged in seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, moving about, sleeping, and breathing, always knows within himself that he does nothing at all. Because while speaking, evacuating, receiving, or opening and closing his eyes, he always knows that only the material senses are engaged with their objects and that he is aloof from them.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, never kinchit karomiti. Let's put the previous verse, sorry. I'll go to 5.7. So, kurvan api na lipate. So, that person is not lipate, not bound. Again, extending to the next one. See, every verse is sort of interrelated. So, never kinchit karomiti. That person is not doing anything. Then you can say, how can he sort of survive in the material world? Yes, he can survive in the material world. Let's see. Each activity Krishna is mentioning. I'll come to this line in a second. Pashyan. Pashyan, everyone knows. Pashya, to see. Shravan. Shravan refers to hearing. So he is seeing, he is hearing. Sparshan, touch sense. Jignan, smell sense. With the nose we smell. Ashnan. Ashnami pratatmanaha. Ashnan means to accept. So he accept. Gachan, he is moving here and there in the material world. Swapan, he is dreaming. Shwashan, he is breathing. Pralapan, he is talking. Vishrajan, he is sort of taking evacuation out of the body. Grahanan, he is again accepting something. Unmishan, unmishan means आंखों को खोलना बंद करना. Nimish means to close. Unmishan means to open the eyes. These activities are going on in everyone's body by default, isn't it? You cannot stop it. Some of these activities, let's just categorize this quickly, like unmishan, nimishan api. How many of you are controlling the blinking of your eye? Even the mouth blinking is not controlled. Someone are yawning. I'm also yawning. No problem, Yash Prabhu. I'm also sleepy. No problem. It's a sleep time. So, can anyone control their blinking of eyes? Ayush Prabhu will say, "Aaj se blink nahi karunga." I'll not blink my eyes. Amrit Prabhu gives a challenge and Ayush Prabhu just get into it. You can't do that. It is involuntary activity. Now let's go inside the body. Heart beating. Anyone can control heart beating? But you cannot say it's out of me. No, it is happening involuntarily. Breathing, everyone is breathing. I hope you're sitting here, you're still alive. So all these activities or many activities in the body goes on involuntarily, and some activities are voluntary activities. For example, Pashyan. You will define when to see, when not to see, right? You can open your eyes and see object. You may close your eyes and not see the object. Shraman, you may listen or may not listen. Sparshan, you may touch or not touch. Smell, you may smell or not smell. So these different activities will make you survive. Some activities are involuntarily, some activities are voluntarily. You may do or you may not do. But all these activities has to go on for a person to survive. Indriyani indriyartheshu. Indriya refers to senses. Indriya artha refers to these indriya, these senses which are doing these activities are involved in what? Indriya artha, business of Indra. What is the artha of eye? What's the artha of eye? To see. What's the artha of ear? Now, at least we can't see from our ear. Krishna can. Krishna can eat from his legs. Krishna can eat from his eyes. Krishna can do that. We can't. For seeing, we need a specific indriya. For listening, we need a specific indriya. For smelling, we need a specific indriya. So a realized person sees all the indriyas, all the senses are just engaged in their artha, in their normal activity. But I am not involved in them. Like a driver in a car. When car goes at the speed of 150, what do you see? You are going at the speed of 150 or car is going at the speed of 150? Car is going. You are a driver. You are different from the car. You are sitting in the car. So similarly, your soul is sitting in the body and body will do certain activities. Car tires will get hot, engine will get hot, you have to repair your car, service your car, you will do that, right? If you want to maintain your car, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, you have to do all the maintenance, you have to pay for the ratio and all that. But you're not car. But to maintain the car, you have to do certain activity. So similarly, to maintain the body, we do those activity, but we are not lipate, we're not involved in those activities. वर्तते इधर so yukto mannet कौन ऐसा मानता है who comes tattvaved, a person who is tattvaved, who knows the tattva, who knows the philosophy, who knows the truth. He sees all the indriyas are engaged in the indriya artha, whatever the normal activity of eye, mouth, nose, ear, whatever the normal activities are, is just engaged. But I am beyond that. I'm separate from that. So that person does not get lipate, does not get bound. So we have to start seeing even our bodily activities from the point of an observer rather than point of an engager. I am doing this. No, no, my body is doing that. And you do that. Doing that activity is not a problem, but separating yourself and watching that activity as an observer will take you out from the bondage. Is it clear? The verse 8 and 9 is some activities are given, but he's saying soul is separate from those activities. And although you may do those activities, but if you see you are separate, you will not get bound. Okay, let's stop here. We'll read 5.10 next time. It's a very, very nice verse, especially for sadhakas like us. 5.10 is very popular as well. Okay, let's stop here. Yes, Prabhuji.